Hey guys, it's time for the question of the week. This week's question is not about twin flames per se. This is a question that I get asked, or really people just kind of post and comment about um, randomly here and there, and probably in a complaining or facetious manner. I don't know. I didn't know that I would answer it in this forum or at all. But, then I was thinking about it and I was like, I really would like to address this because the answer to this actually holds the key to help everyone who's stuck in anything, and especially in your twin flame journey. And you'll see that towards the end of the answer. And no, it's not, the answer. The key is not, no, just pay me to help you. No, that's not what it is. It's a deeper thing, and it's amazing. And I'm so happy to answer this question. I can't even believe it. But okay, so this question though does have multi-layer answer, and I will go through them all. And at the end, you'll see like it really holds a huge, huge key for everything. So I'm really excited to answer this question. And the question is, why do you charge what you do for your services? That's meaning me. People are asking me, why do I charge what I do for my services, just to clarify that. Okay, so multi-layer answer. I will start from the basic answer, the basic level, which would be fear-based physical world level, because that's the level of this question. This question is coming from fear-based energy, so that's where I will start. Okay, so number one, why I charge for my services is, guys, this is a business. It's a for-profit business. For-profit businesses, the whole objective is to make profit. And the higher the profit, the more successful the business. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's business 101. It's like any service-based business. It's not any different than like a doctor or a lawyer, a therapist, or an accountant or anything else, right? It's a service-based business. It provides a service. And, we'll talk about this a little later as well, but you get what you pay for, right? So say if you were like, had some kind of like tumor, or you were on trial and you were being arrested, and I mean, you could go to prison for life and lose all of your freedom, or, you have like some mental health episode, or the IRS is after you and you're going to go to jail for not paying your taxes. I mean, would you go out and find like the quackiest, cheapest doctor or lawyer or therapist or accountant to help you? No, you would go find like the best. I mean, you would spend whatever it took, right, to preserve your health or your freedom, or I mean, your happiness. Well, what do you get with this, with your twin flame journey? I mean, this surpasses all of that. You get total happiness where you don't even fluctuate. You're in a perpetual state of bliss. That's what you get, which actually is what everyone is wanting. Everyone wants happiness and bliss. I mean, they could say they want a new car or a bigger house or more money, or, be with a boyfriend or girlfriend, but all they're really searching for underneath all of that is the feeling of happiness. And of course, it doesn't come from anything outside of you, but it comes from within. And that's what this journey gets you. And that's what I get my clients. So, I mean, that's why I charge for my services. Okay, you get something of extreme value back, and you get what you pay for. Yes, you do. That's why I have different levels of what I do offer people, right? I mean, if you want to spend $9.99, I have books on Amazon. If you want to spend a couple $100, I have downloadable do-it-yourself system and Facebook group. If you want coaching with me, I mean, that's going to cost more, which leads me to the second layer of this answer. We're moving on from business 101 to economics 101. Economics 101, supply and demand. There's one of me, there's only one of me, and there's many, many, many of you, many, many people on a twin flame journey. Even if you all paid me $1 billion, I couldn't work with every single one of you. It's just not logistically possible. I would love to, but I couldn't. I mean, there's just no way. So, I mean, charging money is a way that I get to, one of the ways I choose to discern who I work with and who, is committed enough and going to be, an ideal client and student of mine to work with. It's just basic supply and demand, guys. I mean, that's what it is. When there's a little supply, like one me, one truth, one me, and a lot of demand, like a lot of people. I mean, it's just, the prices tend to go up with anything. That's why gas prices go up, because they're not releasing as much oil or something, right? I mean, it's just, that's the way supply and demand works. It's basic economics 101. So that's really what the answer to that level is of economics: supply and demand. That's why. And actually, quite frankly, I could charge a hell of a lot more than I even do, because there is only one of me and how many people in the world, right? But I don't. And you know, it's really a good deal that people get. The perpetual happiness for what I do charge, I think is I charge very under what I could. But anyway, that being said, it's supply and demand is another reason, right? That's why anyone charges what they charge: supply and demand. Okay, moving on to the next level. We went from Business 101 to Economics 101. Now we're going to go to Universal Laws 101, okay? There are like 3 universal laws, 1 spiritual law that actually answers this question. The 3 spiritual laws: universal law of reciprocity, the universal law of equal exchange, and the universal law of attraction. The spiritual law, spiritual law of giving. All 4 of those cover this answer. And basically all 4 of them in this context are saying you get what you give. You get what you give. You do, guys. I mean, that's just universal law. I can't help that. I didn't create that. That's how it is. It is. With anything and everything in your life, you get what you give. So, I mean, and like, you know, what do we mean like by give? Actually, give in this instance, of course, because it's universal law, we're talking about energy. So it's not so much like, you know, we're talking about money. What is money? Money is paper, right? It's a piece of paper. I mean, if it's a coin, it's a piece of metal, but whatever. It's a piece of paper, basically, right? So, I mean, what is that? I mean, it's not worth anything in its own. Money is meaningless unless it has the energy behind it, the energy that people give to it. Money is called currency. Currency means it keeps moving like a current, right? And what else has current? Electricity. What is electricity? Also energy. So money, they call it currency for a reason. It's a conduit of energy. It's meant to bring the energy with it. So it's not the money itself that necessarily has anything. It has any kind of power or meaning or anything. It's the energy behind the money. And I'll give you an example, and you can even feel how this is true. For example, say you know, you get money and you get it by stealing. Okay, so you have the money that you stole, but I mean, how do you feel about that? What's the energy behind that money? You know, maybe you feel like, oh, got away with it there for a while, right? But you know, that's going to be a fleeting feeling. I mean, it's not like, you know, going to really make you feel that great or proud of yourself in the long run, right? I mean, mostly not, I wouldn't think, but if it does, great, whatever, no judgment. But the point is, you know, most people aren't thieves and they don't aspire to be that way. Great. Now, contrast that to you earned money, you got your paycheck, and you worked really hard for that money, and you got that money. Well, that might make you feel a little bit better about yourself, right? Because and that money that you're receiving. So, you know, you worked hard, you really earned that money. And there's another level too, where, you know, you don't even have to work hard. You're just doing your purpose and sharing your purpose. This is what I do. And I'm like in the flow. I don't even feel like I'm working. It's hardly like working hard. And then even more money comes to you. But I mean, you know, there's different energy with the money even that you receive, and you can feel that. So it's not the money that brings you anything. And really, what are most people looking for? What do they think money is going to give them? They're really not looking for money. They're looking for the feeling that they think money provides, which is happiness, security, financial freedom, stuff like that. But guess what? With money, just like with your twin flame, just like with anything else outside of you, nothing can make you feel that way. You feel that first, and then you can attract and get anything else that you desire with that. And that's the same thing we're learning on the twin flame journey. You have to feel whole and complete and love yourself first before your physical form of your twin flame can come in. That's the same thing with money. You have to feel happy, free, content, whole, complete before you can see a lot of money coming in abundance. So that's Universal Law 101. So you went from Business 101 to Economics 101 to Universal Law number 101, sorry. So now the next one would be, let me see, what am I even doing? Oh, no, yeah, now, okay. This is, I had to read my notes, but I'm good, because now is where we get to the key of this, okay? This is where, not even concerning me or my services or anything else, this is key, okay, guys? it's no wonder. I mean, it just kind of hit me when I was like reading questions like this and coming up with like in my head, well, the answers. And I'm just like, wow, this is such a good thing. And this is why I'm doing this whole entire question of the week here. Okay, the key. This is the key. If you are stuck anywhere on your twin flame journey, or really with anything in life, but you know, we'll use the twin flame journey as an example, as that's what really my forte is here. If you're stuck on your twin flame journey at any part of it, and you know, you've been on it for a couple months, you haven't moved anywhere, or you're still feeling like crap, or you've been on for a couple years and maybe you feel good, but it cycles back around, you feel like crap again, you just can't get out of that cycle. Your twin flame, you're back and forth in and out with your twin flame, you just can't have like any kind of constant communication or any kind of constant like relationship with your twin flame. You know, this is why. This is why, and this just hit me like a bolt of lightning. I mean, this is exactly why. Because what is it that we need to do? If you follow me, you know this answer. What do we need to do in order to advance along this journey? Well, we need to align closer to our soul. What is our soul? Energy. What is that energy? Love. Our soul is love. You are love. And so love does not know any lack. It doesn't know scarcity. Like Rumi said, you know, stop looking outside of yourself for things. Everything you want, you already are. Your soul is everything you could possibly ever want, be, or need, or anything. Your soul doesn't need anything. It already is. It's full, whole, complete. So, you know, when look at anything and say, we'll say finances or whatever, and be like, I can afford that, or I don't have enough money, or anything like that, or my twin flame left me, so you know everything sucks. You know, that's from a place of lack and scarcity. That is fear-based. And remember, love and fear are mutually exclusive. They cannot coexist. Love is fearless. So how could you expect to move along your journey and shift closer into alignment with your soul, which is love, if you still have a foot in the fear-based energy? And I mean, that includes in any area of your life. If you're feeling lack or unsure or scared or judging things as bad or anything in any area of your life, well, there's no way that you can shift into love, because love and fear cannot exist. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. It's all in. It has to be that way because they're mutually exclusive. So, I mean, and with anything in your life, if you're feeling like lack or scarcity or whatever, and you're trying to advance along your twin flame journey, you need to stop that. You need to get your foot out of that fear. Yes, that includes with finances, but that includes with anything else you could possibly be looking at in a fear-based, negative, you know, lacking kind of way. And that includes with any other kind of thing you're going on in your life as well. You know, if you want to improve any area of your life, twin flame journey aside, but you know you're still looking at things from a scarcity lack mindset, on the other hand, then guess what? You're not going to be able to progress very far because you still have that one foot in fear. And what does that fear do? It's like sticky. It's sticky. It grabs onto that foot. And so you're trying to move forward, but you're held back by this fear. So what is there to do? You need to move that foot, take that one foot out of the fear. You already have the one foot good and into like the love journey part of it. That's awesome, but you need to be all in. Take the one foot out of the fear, and whatever your fear is, whatever the lack is, whatever, you know, the negative viewpoints that are about anything, try to remove that. Take your foot out of that and just put it over with your love part of you that knows that you need to shift closer into alignment with your soul, the part of you that is positive, the part of you that is love. Make the leap. It's scary. It looks like a dark abyss. I know, I did it. I was there. It looks like a dark abyss. And you don't know what's on the other side, but guess what that's called? That's called trust and belief. That's taking a leap of faith. And guess what you have to do with this journey? You have to love yourself. And what goes on when you love anything? What is there? Complete trust and belief, right? So you have to trust and believe in your soul in order to advance along this journey. And so if you take your one foot out of that fear, just go balls to the wall, all in, through the abyss. Jack Canfield said this in the movie The Secret, and he also wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul books or whatever. He said, everything you want is on the other side of fear. And that's what he was talking about. You have to be fearless because love is fearless. It doesn't know fear. It can't coexist. And so, I mean, right there, if you still have a foot in fear regarding anything, I mean, it could be finances, it could be anything else that you're looking at in your life from a fear-based viewpoint, then that's keeping you back. You cannot progress very far on this journey. It can't happen because this journey is one of love, and love and fear cannot coexist, and you can't be split in two. You know what I mean? So that is really ultimately the key to this entire twin flame journey, to life. It's your key. It's your key. Get out of the fear-based mindset. Get out of the fear-based perspective. Get out of that fear-based energy. Just do it. Just take a leap of faith. It does take a leap of faith. That's how you'll do it. You'll say, you know, fuck it. I'm going to just go for it and do it, and whatever. All caution, all logic to the wind, to the wind, because that's mine. That's fear. Just do it. Follow your heart. Follow what you want. And I mean, you'll see, you'll get everything you want and more. Everything you desire is waiting for you right on the other side of that dark abyss. I promise you. Courage is not having any fear. It's having fear, recognizing it, and then acting against it anyway, overcoming your fear anyway, jumping into that abyss. That's true courage. That's true bravery. And that's who you really are. That is your soul. So anyway, I hope this resonated with you guys. I know this is going to be key for any area of your life, for all of you, no matter what you're even going through or dealing with, twin flame journey aside or not, and for your twin flame journey, of course. And thank you for everyone who's asked this question. I'm really happy I was able to do this video and turn it into a very good, positive learning experience, hopefully. So thanks so much for watching. Keep your questions coming. I will get to all of them eventually. And have a great week. I'll see you next week in the next video. Lots of love, guys.